Okay, so you found this, so you've probably been playing World of Flames or Fatal Alliances, and you saw this web page here on for the Vassal module, Dreadnoughts and Flames. I'm quickly just going to go exactly what that is. Basically, it's a Vassal file and or print and play add-on units, extra units for Fatal Alliances. So it has all the battleships, Dreadnoughts, cruisers, destroyers, minesweepers, etc. Obviously we use task force markers in doing that, and the files I've got there as well as the Vassal module. And the rules, I didn't put the print and plays there, but you can always contact me on Board Game Geek under chief_chemist or on Huntsman World, and I'll send them to you. So let's just have a quick look at that. Alright, so let's see. So turn the box off and the rest of the models off. So and here we are. So here we have Scarpa Flow, and you can see here that the task force markers, sometimes generic task force markers, like the ones I just showed you, and other times I use these ones for historical viewpoint. Obviously you can mix and match those, so like the first battle squadron, etc., etc. And then all the ships themselves will be distributed either in task force displays or on the world map. So I might just bring up the world map. So let me see, I'll just add a window capture world map. There we go. So here's the world map. So for instance, Eisenhower, Shinehurst, for example, Hampshire, Monitor, Yarmouth, Newcastle, Battleship Triumph, Duplay, and here's the Aussies down here. And in the rest of the world, we've even got the Persian Gulf over here. For some reason, Qatar, oh, Bahrain's, there we are, there I am in Bahrain. A sunny 45 degrees, windy, hot day in June during lockdown. So, alright, so let's get rid of that one. So that's world map, and perhaps we'll have a look at some of the task force displays. So I'll bring one of those up. I'll add window capture there. TF Allies, we'll call it. And there we have that. So you can see here we have various British ships. So here's the 9th Battle Squadron. Here's the 1st Dreadnought Squadron. So you can see all the various ships that are there. Okay. And likewise, I'll do one for the Germans. Let's see, Windows capture quickly. CP Task Force. Okay. And you should be able to see that now. And so we can see the Austrian BBs and Bs, and even the Turkish. Okay. So that all takes place on using normal combat, as in Fatal Alliance, or I have a battle sheet and a CRT. So again, I'll show you that one. Let's see, battle board, we'll call it. Up it comes. So essentially, when there's a battle, you put the battle line here on this row here. Armoured cruisers, protected cruisers, destroyers here, screen ships here, so transports, scouts over here, so they're scouting, making modified rolls to search and surprise. and then you do your combat like that. Okay, so I think next thing I'd like to probably show is the rules. So let's see if we can bring that up quickly. Let's see. We've got it here somewhere. Fatal rules. Here we are. And we've got a technical problem here. So we take off the world map, and we take off the vessel Fatal Alliance, and we should be able to see it. Oh, here we are. Okay, so what window is that one? That is, there we go. Sorry about that. Rules. As I said, there's extra units. Lone cruisers sailing around by themselves are modelled with an auxiliary collier, so they can go twice normal range. Then there's a whole bunch of optional rules, such as port attacks by submarines and destroyers at night, bombardment of small ports, such as Fiji or whatever like that. Station raids, so Central Powers raiding some far-flung station that then hits the press. Submarine and raid warfare, destroyers can stay at sea. I think that just comes straight out of Convoys and Flames, I think, right? And strategic naval warfare, including control of sea zones, mine sweeping, blockade, and blockading would affect on the build points for the Central Powers, and then also random events in the world map. So, station keeping, commerce raiding, local command, gunboat diplomacy, all this sort of stuff. Count the number of CP forces on the world map and allied forces, and then those dial modifiers for random events, which can do anything from bringing Japan or other powers close to the war or making more raiders. And then, so finally, on the end of the rules there, what people might find this useful is the setup for all the different ships in 1914. I'm yet to make one for 1917 because it took me like 6 months to make this, because so many sources had differing views where certain cruisers were, etc. I guess we should get round to making a 1917 one at some stage, because the World War I sort of gets a lot more interesting at that stage. And so then finally, if we just call that, so that's a quick look around. I guess the only other thing that probably could have been of interest to grognards would be the CRT, which I'll have to get rid of the rules for and get rid of the box for. So the CRT, maybe I'll make that a little bit bigger. Essentially, you, let's see, look upon long surface, capital main gun with fire control, so without fire control, so it won't have fire control. And look along here for the factors, battleships, secondary guns, and then look down for a die roll, and then there's various rows for ASW, subs, torpedoes, ports, mines, die roll modifiers for gun types and torpedoes, and surprise points, spending, and then a CRT. So basically that is it. Let's turn that off, and we'll turn back on our map, which is down Fatal Alliances. There we are. So that's a quick walk around Fatal Alliances. It's a good game as it is. If you like playing lots of naval rules, then give Dreadnoughts and Flames a go. So thanks a lot. Bye.